Exclusive in cable news on the latest spending and where things go from here. Mr. Speaker, welcome. But first, Alexandria Hoff is live with the latest on the fire alarm pulled by a congressman on the Hill during the proceedings. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Mike. You know, this added such a strange layer to an already disorienting day. Both the Capitol Police and House Administration Committee have launched investigations into Democratic New York Congressman Jamal Bowman after he admitted to pulling the fire alarm inside of the Cannon House office building around noon yesterday. That was just as Democrats were seeking to delay a vote on the Republican stopgap spending bill. In a statement, Congressman Bowman denied that he was trying to stall, writing, "I came to a door that is usually open for votes, but today would not open. I'm embarrassed to admit that I activated the fire alarm mistakenly, thinking it would open the door." Well, Republicans not buying
the explanation doesn't seem to add up on the surface. I'm hopeful the full investigation will shine light as to exactly what happened.
Any member of Congress would think it's appropriate to pull a fire alarm to try and delay Congress from doing its business is shameful, it's unbecoming, and he should strongly consider resigning from Congress if he did that.
Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis says she's introducing legislation to expel Bowman from the House, writing, "This is the United States Congress, not a New York City high school." Well, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez came to the defense of her fellow squad member by referring to the GOP's response to Rep. George Santos's indictment.
And they are protecting someone who has lied to the American people, lied to the United States House of Representatives, lied to congressional investigators, but they're filing a motion to expel a member who, in a moment of panic, was trying to escape a vestibule. Give me a break.
Give me a break is what Republicans are saying as well. And this fire alarm caused an evacuation that lasted for about an hour, Mike.
Alexandria Hoff starting us off live here in Washington. Alex, many thanks. For more on this, I'm joined by Speaker of the House and Republican Congressman from the great state of California, Kevin McCarthy. Mr. Speaker, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So the countdown to shutdown was well underway. You guys were already getting blamed for a shutdown, and you pulled a rabbit out of the hat. Do you get underestimated in your role?
I don't know, but one thing I know is I'm always going to keep working. I'm never going to give up, and I'm never going to give up on the American people. And I don't know how we would look our troops in the eye when the Senate has not done one appropriation bills, the House has finished more than 70% of discretionary spending, and tell them they can't get paid because we haven't done our job. Are those border agents? What's going to happen? This border is wide open, and we're going to have those agents that are being moved from other parts of the country to try to work down there worried about whether they're going to get paid. We need to finish our work to secure that border, and we got to do it while government is still open. So I decided I've tried everything I could. We had the most conservative stopgap bill that would put H.R. 2, our bill that would secure the border, in it, and I couldn't get all the Republicans to vote for it. Unfortunately, when that went down, we had to move to this.
Your colleague Matt Gaetz is going to offer a measure trying to take you out of your job. Let's play him.
At this time, next week, Kevin McCarthy is still Speaker of the House. It will be because the Democrats bailed him out, and he can be their Speaker, not mine.
So when do you make this move?
You'll be seeing it this week.
This week, okay.
That's why I came on the show this week.
Gaetz evidently blames you because he's under investigation with the House Ethics Committee. Is that what this is all about?
Look, that complaint happened in the last Congress, still there. I can't get involved in any of that, if that's what he blames. Matt's probably planned this from the day I ran for Speaker, if you watched. He never voted for it. And the difficulty is, Matt was the individual who voted against our most conservative bill that would have secured the border. You know, I want to secure the border. He wants to secure interviews. That's okay. Let him do that. But the only way he can be successful is if Democrats go along with him. I think this job and this country and this Congress is too important. Let's finish the work we have to do. Let's focus on the task before us, and let's keep going.
Does the rules package need to be changed so a guy like Matt Gaetz can't do this potentially multiple times and disrupt the work of the Congress?
It would have to be changed to make that. Otherwise, he could do dilatory actions like this, and he could move every 2 days, yeah.
You're a never quit guy. You got plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, but you're jousting with Democrats and then fighting with some of your own Republicans. Do you ever think, like, the heck with it?
You know, this country is too big to think that small. The way I look at it, yeah, it's a tough job, but it's an honor to have it. It's an honor to serve in this building. And the idea, the bigger the challenge, the more opportunities we have. I've got a small majority, yes, 3-4 votes, but people are out each week. That's a challenge each week. But if you focus on the right thing, you focus what's right for America, what's right for the individuals forward, and the decision I made yesterday was the right decision. If someone wants to take a motion against me because of that, I'll proudly stand with the American public, especially those in the armed services, that they're going to get paid. But this is a real challenge. You look what happened. You just had a report earlier where here's a Democrat who pulls a fire alarm trying to stop us from voting on a bill to keep government open. The Democrats had already tried dilatory actions where they moved to adjourn. They kept speaking for a long time. But this individual, this congressman, has done these type of actions before. Not going as far as pulling a fire alarm, but being outside the House and just screaming at members. I mean, his behavior is wrong. And the worst part about this guy was a school principal.
Yeah, so to that
School
point,
principal pulling a fire alarm?
people say he should know better. Will he be punished?
Yes, we'll have a full investigation, but think about how other people were punished who they believe done something wrong inside that Capitol. This is an elected member of Congress trying to stop an outcome on a federal bill that was going to keep the government open.
In a post 9/11 world, right? Where people are worried about security issues.
Exactly.
My colleague Jackie Heinrich is reporting that some of your Republican colleagues want to remove Matt Gaetz from Congress if the Ethics Committee finds he did something wrong. Some suggesting he's a smart guy with no morals. What about that? Should he be kicked out of Congress if he did something wrong?
Look, I always believe I let the constituents select who they want to be there, but you're responsible for your behavior when you're in Congress. I don't get involved in ethics complaints. I'm focused. Look, we've got 46 more days to keep this government moving, to secure our border, eliminate wasteful spending, end the wokeism, and we only do that if we lock arms together. And we're going to do everything in our power. I'm not going to give up. If somebody in the party wants to stop us from getting the most conservative bill, I'm going to go to the next and the next and the next.
You wanted border measures
Yes.
in the package. Some in the Senate and at the White House wanted Ukraine funding. How does that get resolved? Are they linked together?
Look, first and foremost, every American should care about America first. There are more Americans dying on our border today than any dying in Ukraine. There's no American dying in Ukraine. But every single day is the equivalent of an airliner crashing and dying in America because of the fentanyl. We're watching the border agents be beat up. We're watching human trafficking happen. And this president that's been in elective office for more than 50 years, he has gone to more dinners with Hunter Biden's business associates than he has visited the border. Only one time. Not even for an 87-second photo op did he go. That's an excuse, and that's going to stop. We have to secure our border. I'm more than willing to help aid Ukraine. I have voted for that in the past, but we have to secure our border.
All right, message sent to Chuck Schumer. We'll see how it all plays out. Mr. Speaker, congratulations on the win this weekend. No government shutdown. Grateful for your time today.
Thank you.
President Biden speaking moments ago.